Hello and welcome to Letters from the Light Side. My name's Annie Conboy and I've been asked to bring you the inspiration and support of the energy beings who are around us at the moment, who are asking us to help ourselves make our way into the Ascension Consciousness. If you watched my first short video, thank you very much. It was really nice to feel that the energy beings were able to communicate with those out there who might need a little bit of inspiration. They've asked me to continue again with this week's letter because they want to give us a bit of a heads up about the coming week and the themes that will emerge and that we need to work on. If you remember, the letter last week talked about the truth coming to the surface, talked about us expressing the shadow side as the eclipse took its place with the new moon energy. And the theme continues. It continues because now we are fully into that new moon energy. We are into following through on the Piscean aspects of our journey and looking for, searching for the ways in which to best express our spiritual selves. And this is what they want to talk about today. We have events in our lives that are sometimes so overwhelming, so big, so life-changing, that we stop, take a moment and recognise that everything has changed. The world is no longer the world we thought we lived in. The blast of reality that we've received wipes away all illusions. And this is what the energy beings want to call to our attention at the moment. That so many things are still shrouded in illusion. You will have heard all this discussion and debate endlessly about false news and what's true and what's false and what's fact and what's fiction. It's only the outward echo of an inner journey. Within us, we all possess a spark, a beautiful spirit. The energy beings call it various things. They are quite content when I name it the secret Messiah. They don't care what we call it. They want us to understand that within us is something greater than the physical, mental and emotional human being that we see. And they invite us to step outside of the matrix, very much like the movie, to understand that the challenge is to understand our inner world much more than our outer world, because our outer world is an illusion. It's temporary. It's a dream. It can be changed if we choose to co-create it in a different way. But to change the outer world, we need to work on the inner world. We need to be true about ourselves and true to ourselves. We need to step back from all of the conditioned responses, all of the assumptions that we've been told make us who we are. We need to address who we are in a fundamentally different way, because we need to recognise that we are and always will be and always have been a spirit being, choosing to incarnate here, to have flesh for all sorts of reasons. So how do we marry the two together? They're asking us to think about that at the moment, because very soon we'll have to make choices. Choices about how we live. Decisions about the way in which we move forward and the way in which we perhaps have to say, not in my name. It's never easy to make that inner journey because we're very distracted by the outer world. We've come to believe that we are simply individual beings making individual choices that affect only ourselves. This is a form of selfishness that is neither bad nor good. It is a way of navigating this world. The energy beings are very clear about that. So there is no judgment involved if that is the way you wish to continue. However, they ask you to think about something else, that each action has a reaction, that there are consequences, that cause and effect are what we must reflect upon. What we do does have bearing on other people, and the energy we carry also has bearing on other people. If we wish to heal the world, if we wish to be a part of a community of spirit based around the Ascension Consciousness, then we have to think inwardly about the energy that we give off. Not the face we wear, not the attitude we adopt, not the polite form of words that we use to really say, I'm not happy, but I'm going to pretend. We have to live an authentic life. And they know that we're challenged about how to do that. They also know that we challenge ourselves by judging ourselves ever so harshly. These loving beings do not see the flaws in the same way we do. The flaws that we mark and note in others and in ourselves are the things that make us unique. They're the choices where maybe we didn't do the best we could. So they challenge us to continue to examine ourselves and ask, am I doing the best I can? Am I doing the best I can for me? And then, am I doing the best I can for others? The coming week is about service to others. You may find that there are lots of opportunities where you can choose to help or not to help. You have to decide what is the best for you to do. You have to decide, do I want to do this for the right reasons in the right way? And you have to observe your reactions to being asked to help. Sometimes we help grudgingly. Sometimes we only give a moment's help. Sometimes our helpfulness is overwhelming and just too much. The energy beings want to remind you that it's about expressing that spirit within, that little flicker of light that is connected to everyone and everything else. So, as each opportunity arises in your day, do I help, don't I help? Think about the purpose of helping. Think about the community that you connect with, and think about the way in which you are choosing to express your energy. They're bringing you back to thinking about how real you are, how true you are to yourself. Because if we help when we really don't want to, then the energy is confused. And you will find that the energy is confused. You will find that the results don't seem to be what you thought they could have been. It's also about new beginnings, trying to do things in different ways. part of our journey is to step out of the old habits that we keep going back to because they're familiar and they're safe. Sometimes we have to take the risk in order to begin a new pattern. So over the coming week, try things that are new to you. They may feel like a risk, but if you are doing things with your heart, with all honesty and truthfulness to yourself, then you may find a pleasant surprise. Things may happen in different ways, and you may find that new doors are opening. It is hard to stay positive in the middle of change, but no one can make you positive. No one can wave a magic wand and make the change any easier. These lovely guides from the higher vibrations are standing with you. They surround you with love and support. It's not that they're millions of miles away. They're in the same energy as you. You may not know it, you may not believe it, you may not see it, but they are there and they are encouraging you. Be real, be true to you, because there's so much to gain. You are setting yourself on a brand new path. This is a year where you can find and change and shape your life in whichever direction you want it. So, please take their love and support. Please be aware that you will be challenged, because life is about challenge. And others may not get it. They may not understand the inner change that's happening in you. They may even be worried, concerned, or anxious about that inner change. But that is necessary, because it may prompt them to also begin the process of changing how they respond to you. When uncertainty is all about, it's not about more control to keep it all together. It's about remembering that life is uncertain. The only moment you have is now. Make this moment your best possible moment. Keep reminding yourself that whatever the glooms and dooms that fill your mind, the important thing is to do the best you can. Not by anybody else's standards, but just by being you. There's a phenomenal amount of love being beamed at us at the moment, because it is a growing phase for the whole planet. They're not talking in mystical or esoteric terms. They don't want to shroud anything in mystery. These loving energy beings want to make sure that we understand the task in front of us. Their suggestions are simple and straightforward. Love yourself. Be true to yourself. Remember that what you give out, you get back. That you are energy as well as solid. And that you can make a huge difference in this world if you choose to do so. It's not the big gestures that make the changes. It's millions and millions of small steps. This week, whatever comes your way, take the small steps and remind yourself that you are changing the world. Thank you.